Okay, we are going to do a small tutorial here about pegging. Probably have done stuff like this, but you know, it's fun to see some other point of view sometimes. I've got this one pretty much done. It's a boar rider whose weapon broke off. You can see maybe in the, I've drilled the hole here, and I've drilled the hole in the other end in the weapon tip, which is a glaive. So I do have another one here that hasn't been done yet. The thing you can try is these hand drills, which I'll show you. But that is tough to get nice and steady. So I opted to go with a Dremel with a very small drill. This is what you're going to need. Now, this drill, actually, this bit had the tip broken off, but still, when you're dealing with soft lead and even wood, maybe it's not going to matter much. You just have to have a pretty steady hand, and you want to do a pilot hole. I've got a pin, and my area, my place where my miniature is broken, I go in and put a small hole in the center, if I can. Don't stick yourself. And since it's lead, now see how I've gone off center there? You want to watch it from different points of view so that you get it centered. Turn it around while you're doing it, and just wiggle that pin until you've got a pilot hole going. That looks pretty good. I don't have on my jeweler mask, but I'm going to show you that too. That's something that's very important when you're doing very small things, and that's this. You can get these on Amazon, you can get them on eBay. This is a really good one I've had for years, and really gets the job done. I don't know what the magnification is, but it's good for me. Anyway, this is just to get the drill started, because if you just try to drill this flat out, it's going to trail all over the place. Alright, now I'm going to turn on my Dremel. The low, very low, as low as I can. Very low. Alright, now I can go in to my pilot hole. There you go. Again, making sure that you are going down straight into the shaft. Pretty good. And it's a very small drill bit. Very small drill bit. Now, the other thing is your lead can cake up the drill, so you got to keep that clean. You just don't want to drill out the side. That's the thing. Make sure you're going straight down in there. Alright, looking pretty good so far. If you don't have a Dremel, you need to get one. I get these at garage sales. I've got like 3 of them now. I like to get them because they have the little bits in them. Hey, this is pretty good. Like I said, you can get caked up in your threads of your drill with lead. So you got to get that, and then it won't drill very good. You got to get that cleaned out once in a while. Of course, I'm taking it real easy because I don't want to shove it out the back of the thing. It's lucky I got the hand there because it's thick. So I've got a little bit of playroom. That's pretty good. Hopefully you can see that hole. You got drilled down in there now. Real nice. So, alright, here's the weapon. with its no hole yet. It's nice to have a flat surface. We'll do the same thing here. If you want to flatten a surface before you do anything, you can, but this one, see, I'm lucky I got a little bit of extra lead thickness here, and I have some margin of error here on my peg hole. Even if it's off a little, I can deal with it with the drill. It's alright. Soft lead. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright. In here again. We got it. Again, watch yourself from different angles and make sure you're going in straight. Because in the beginning I wasn't. Well, I'm real lucky on this. Woo! Heating up. Heated that lead up. Yikes. Okay. Nice little Dremel tool. Set this down so that your drill doesn't break off. You're that little micro drill. I got other sizes for different projects, so. And I've got a kit that it came with. We'll have different things in it, and you can purchase. Then I've had one that I inherited, and it has all kinds of stuff in it for buffing or for doing different things. This one's vintage, probably 1970s. The thing you'll need is this bit adapter in your Dremel. This one would be for a larger drill. And the one I have in there is completely closed in the beginning. It's almost like nothing can fit in there. You just shove the drill through the back side, and it clamps it down real good. It's kind of like this one. Very small hole. But these are important. Well, you get different things you can do, mostly never use. For me, I mean, if you do woodwork and metals and stuff, but it's nice to have a little kit with different stuff in it. What I was going to do here is, since I have a bunch of these pins, and this pin is about the right size, I'm just going to use this as my peg. This has a point on the one end, so I can bury it in there like that. That's how the peg will look. You'll have to cut it off, of course. Same thing on this side. Stick it in there. Then you'll have your weapon lined up on a peg. All you gotta do is figure out the length that you want and cut it off with a pliers, which hopefully I have handy. So these two guys are ready. The only other thing is maybe take a micro file and fix the edges up on this a little bit. This was probably glued before, so there's some glue gunk here. I'm just using my fingernails, kind of straighten it out. There we go. That was painted pretty roughly by somebody else, so I may end up having to do some stuff there. Definitely some extra lead there, I guess, either from the drilling or from, it might be glue. Kind of get it nice so that when you mesh them together, it looks pretty good. Yeah, I think this might not have been molded that great. I don't know, maybe there's Let's shave a little bit of that off there. Okay. Same thing with the weeping. Yeah, that's really got a halo around it, I guess you'd call it. Just take your X-Acto knife. If it does that, I mean, I don't know, maybe you can get a drill smaller than mine and it'll be nicer. I don't know. I think you're going to have that kind of splash around it when you drill. So just bevel it inward so that it meshes together better when you glue it. Then you might have to putty if you really want to get crazy professional looking with it, which a lot of people do because it's being observed at a low level or a high level, whatever level. What's your level? It'll be alright. Don't stick yourself with the X-Acto knife. That can be painful. So if we stick this in here, so let's be conservative and not cut it off too small. Because then what can we do? We can't add it. Okay, yeah, I was real good on that. So there, see? We're getting better. Just need to trim the peg to the proper length. Take a little more off. Maybe hammer that in a little bit. And when you get close, you want to just let the... I might angle it here, maybe make it more penetrative or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to have little pieces of metal all over the place. I wouldn't have to go back in, whatever. Hey, that's lots better. So, look at that. And all I'll do now is go in and hit it with a little super glue. And like I said, around the edge you may have some lead, maybe something that wasn't molded right before you super glue it. Make sure it's how you like it. Maybe use a file on it. It's still rough on the joint, but we'll glue it, and we'll maybe take the knife after it's glued and kind of go up and down on that and let the lead kind of do its thing. It's very malleable, as you know, and you can cover holes. If not, you know, I've got that putty, milli putt I can use. So that's it. I will now get the bore. This is a snorter. This is a Citadel or Games Workshop piece. A snorter or a bore rider, goblin, I guess, or pork. We'll get him knocked out. Again, somebody else painted these a long time ago. So, very nice. There he is. Fix glaive. We're going to do super glue, like I said, smooth the edge out. So what do we got? We had a micro drill. You need your X-Acto blade, maybe a little file. Here is your Dremel, as we said, with a very small drill tip on it. And the pin, as which I have now destroyed. I have a box of those. That pin will do the pilot hole in the lead and then serve as the peg, if it's the right size for what you want. Alright, well, we'll just finish it up, and that's it. So that's how you peg things. It's really not that big a deal. The Dremel makes it tons easier. We do have these hand ones, like I said. That can be tough to really get going and produce a hole quickly. I mean, this can take a while to really get going, and so it's it's harder. I mean, if you got something larger and you just want to make a little indent in it, but the best bet is to get your Dremel and some very small drills. So there you go. We are finished, and I thank you for watching. Thunderer out.